Are you a cloud practitioner struggling to manage your cloud services? Maybe you've spinned up too many S3 buckets, or you have spinned up a virtual machine for almost 2 months. It's been running on your cloud and you're billing Pete. If so, you have landed in the right video. I'm going to show you how you could manage your cloud services via Terraform, a powerful way to write infrastructure as code. Let's get into the video. So, what is Terraform? Terraform could be terraforming a whole new planet. Hell no. Terraform is an open source tool to manage cloud infrastructure as a code. This is Terraform's website and it was developed by HashiCorp. They have mentioned it as automate infrastructure on any cloud with Terraform, which is cool to do. And they have been in the market for around a decade. I've came across them, but I've never got the chance to use it in my work experience previously. But data engineering Zoom Camp gave me the opportunity to, understand and learn Terraform and then implement them in my own projects. So I think the experience which data engineering Zoom Camp gave me was really unique because without it, I won't be learning such tools which are used in the real world. To get started with Terraform, you just have to know four different commands. These commands forms the core principle of Terraform. First one is init, the second one is plan, the third one is apply, and the fourth one is destroy. That's personally my favorite one. And I have made a GitHub page for everyone to get started with. I'm gonna follow the same GitHub page in this video so that everyone would follow along. Let's get started. This is my GitHub README file and which says Terraform interaction. This repository contains all the resources and example for learning Terraform. And these are the prerequisites. I've already installed Terraform in my machine and I've configured my GCP CLI. Like GCP SDK, you just have to install GCP SDK to use it. And then some basic understanding of Terraform concepts, which I'll be covering in this video. Step one will be setting up your service account in the Google Cloud and then download the keys. This is a simple step which anyone could do, but I'll just show you. Go here, IAM, and then where is it? Service accounts. This is where you will create your service account and then generate your keys from here. And once you've downloaded it, we are going to head into Visual Studio Code to just create the project structure. And I'm going to place that keys in a folder, maybe my keys. Yeah. So let's quickly create my keys. I'm going to put these things back here. I think it's this one. For security reasons, I might not be showing you the keys which I've downloaded because if someone gets access to these particular keys, they can easily use any of the GCP services which is linked to my account. Maybe they can run their whatever you can think of. Maybe they can mine crypto using all the virtual machines which we spinned up, or maybe they can run many S3 buckets and then store a lot of videos or a lot of files which they would like. So we don't want such things. So it's always good to protect these keys from the hackers. So with that said, next we would need a, a main.py file. Sorry, main.tf file. So this is a main Terraform file where we'll be configuring all of these things. And once I head to my documentation, it's telling me to just export the Google credentials. And I'm just gonna use terminal to just do it. Export Google credentials, and this is where my keys are. So I'm just gonna tell my SDK about it. There it is. If you wanna see that, I think it'll work. Google credentials. Yep, there you go. This is the path where our keys are saved as of now. So this main.terraform file, we will be uh, we'll be setting up GCP provider, and we'll be setting up the project ID, the region, etc. So for this, I need to go to GCP provider Terraform. If I go there, use provider, and here we are with the information, and I'm just going to copy paste it. This is where we will be getting the configuration options, which will also be there in my GitHub file main.tf. And yeah, this is my project and this is my region, and I'm just gonna copy it. Mostly all of the terraforms are just configurations, so already they have been documented perfectly. So you just have to know how to modify them to use in your particular projects. So the first code, where we have said that we are going to be using Google Provider, and this is the project, this is the region, right? And where have I got this? I'll just quickly go to my GCP account, and this is my project, my first project, and this is my free Google account. And when I go here, this is my project ID, right? And US Central 1 is a default region, and then we are gonna create a bucket in the cloud. So this can also be found from the internet, but for quick access, I've just put it in my LinkedIn, sorry, my GitHub, and I've just copied and pasted it here. Uh, this name is what tells Terraform that we are creating a Google storage bucket, and the name which Terraform refers to is demo bucket. But then the name which we are going to be creating this bucket in GCP is like this. I've made this unique with the project ID and Terraform demo, simple name, and location US, and was destroyed true. Lifecycle rule condition A is equal to 1, action type abort incomplete, multi-part upload. This will abort all the multi-part upload. And the next step is set up the Terraform provider, right? We just have to run Terraform init to just initialize everything. It did some things. We got .terraform and .terraform.log.htl. These files are for Terraform to manage these providers and to create resources or to delete them. Yeah, Terraform will keep track of everything we are doing with this. So now the next step is to plan. In this configuration file, we have mentioned to create a bucket, right? So we're gonna run Terraform plan to see everything works good. Yeah, without an error, it did work. And this is the information which will be going to the cloud. And once we are satisfied with what we're seeing, what we're planning, we will be hitting apply to apply these things in the cloud. Here we are, and it's asking us enter value. We have to give s for it to create these resources in the cloud. And yes, now you can see apply complete, resource 1 added, 0 changed, 0 destroyed. And let's quickly head to our cloud and then to cloud storage and buckets. Here we can see the bucket which we just uh, spinned up using Terraform, right? It's there. Now we can quickly delete these resources, just like Terraform destroy. This is one of my favorite command because I like to destroy things. Terraform destroy. There you go. And it's asking us a value. Just type S. We'll just delete the bucket. I'll just quickly go to the GCP bucket and then reload the page. Yeah, there is no bucket. Wasn't it amazing? Because when I see the power of Terraform, I was just impressed. If I remove the Google credits, this is not gonna work. Maybe I'll just show you again. Now there is uh, the bucket is not in here, and I'll just quickly unset. We can just unset it. Now if I run Terraform plan, it won't work because the Google credentials has been cut, right? uh, we'll just quickly give back the Google credentials, and then now if we click Terraform plan, it will plan effectively. And then if we go for Terraform apply and then press S, when we reload the page, the bucket will be there with the same name. You can also see we haven't mentioned standard bucket, but then it took as default. By default, GCP would create a standard bucket, and this is what it did. And we can quickly delete it or destroy it with Terraform destroy. Yes, destroy it. Yep, it destroyed. When I refresh it, when I refresh the cloud storage, there are no buckets here. Now you understood the power of Terraform and how easily we could able to create services and then quickly manage them, quickly update them with this, and then delete it after you have practiced with it, right? With this powerful tool, you could manage all types of complex infrastructure, and they all stay in one place. Yeah, I myself has came across such situations during my post-grad dissertation phase. I have been doing my project in AWS SageMaker. So I have to spin up a lot of clusters for running PySpark. And I also had to run a lot of instances in different regions. I was just experimenting, but in that phase I lost track of all the instances I've created or all the clusters I've created. And also I've created many S3 buckets in different regions, which was all a nightmare for me to manage them. I had to go inside different regions inside AWS to delete them, and then I just found out that there was instance for machine learning, which I used for SageMaker, which has been running for almost 2 months, and all of my code was there, but I've already moved it out to GitHub. It costed me almost like 50 to 60 pounds, and it's a big money for me as a college student, as a university student. But yeah, don't make such mistakes when dealing with cloud, and be very cautious about the resources you're going to be creating in the cloud. That's why I was just mind blown by how Terraform could transform the way I build or develop cloud technologies in the future. And yeah, I've also added some extras for you guys to follow along, where I've used variables to just transfer some of the values from a different file to the main file. So this is also fun because instead of setting Google credentials just outside, meaning in the terminal, you can also put them in a variable.tf file and then pass it on to the main file. All this makes you a better coder with good coding practices. Yeah. Uh, so if you want to know more about Terraform, maybe this video is just an introduction. You can just head into this particular video by Terra Slinger, and he has explained the Terraform in a way that anyone could understand, and it would also be in a slow pace. So just catch up this video so that you understand what is Terraform and how you would be using it in your future career or your future projects. And I've also been grateful to this data engineering Zoom camp, which taught me all of these stuff, all of these real life stuff, which I won't be learning elsewhere. Thank you. Try this out and then let me know in the comment section that this video helped you to understand what is Terraform and why you would be using it in your data engineering projects.